Yo, 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 what is going on, YouTube? This is Josh Weird American AF Dumpster Rentals in Dallas. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Hump Day. Happy pre-Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Eve. Welcome. Appreciate you guys spending your time, your Wednesday with me the day before Thanksgiving. It's freaking awesome. Um, man, dude, Thanksgiving came out of nowhere. Literally, it just came out of nowhere. Um, I think I was really focused on the show, and then next thing you know, show's over, and then all of a sudden it's like, damn, it's like the holidays are already here. They were playing freaking Christmas music the day before, day after, day before Halloween. Even they were starting to play Christmas music. It's crazy. So, um, make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, yeah, I see it green. Cool. What's going on? Hope everybody's doing good. We were slow. It's to be expected. I think today we only had 2 deliveries, and that's it. So I had Daniel doing all kinds of stuff. Um, Today he was painting. He went and bought some paint for the shop. So he was painting some of the walls. He even trimmed some of the bushes in front. Um, while I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I've been busy this week. For it being a short week, I feel like I did a whole week in a matter of 3 days. So, and none of it had to do with dumpsters. I don't think I was even in the truck at all this week so far, which is unusual. But again, it's the week of Thanksgiving, right? So, really had one dumpster rental scheduled for today, actually, one delivery, and we got a last minute day of delivery. So, I'm glad for that. Other than that, we are closed tomorrow and we are closed Friday. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go work Friday if we get some last minute stuff, but on the schedule, online bookings is closed. But if we get any emergency dumpsters, I'll go probably do them. Probably late now. Hi. Thank you. My eyes are pretty red, so I had my wife give me some eye drops, and I was hoping I could get them in before my eyes are really red. They're super red. Probably smoking that Mary J before. Anyways, what's going on? Let's go. What's going on, Dylan from the gym? What's going on, Dylan Dunn? Appreciate you being here, man. Pumping iron as always. Delaware Diamond Dumpsters, what's going on with a triple D, homie? Appreciate you being here, man. And we got Stiggs from Northwest Lower Michigan. What is going on? We are not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Hopefully, you guys can if you guys can hear me okay and see me okay, give me a thumbs up or let me know in the comments. I got this error code saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Weather's not bad outside, so I don't know what's going on. Anyways, really enjoyed your recent video about standard rail cans. Hope all is well and hope your Thanksgiving. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Standard rail cans, that's a very difficult conversation to have because I I I didn't personally realize, and I think a lot of people just don't realize how many different rail setups there are, and how many different people, um, mess with their cans. So some people say still video good. Here you find. All right, thank you. Not sure why this error code pops up, but yeah. So yeah, and I've got a banger. We've got a banger that's going to be going out. We're gonna have to edit it a little bit more. But unfortunately, we've got a banger going to be going out, and it's going to be a part two. And I say that with all love because it's not to you guys, but part two of um, our Mesquite drama. If you guys were here last week in the live, the entire live was dedicated to issues that I'm having with the city of Mesquite, and they escalated. So I escalated. But you guys gonna have to wait to watch that one. I'm not gonna talk about that one live tonight, but that video will probably be dropping either tomorrow or Friday. I was trying to get it out today, but there's some final things that's gonna need to be fixed before I put it out there. But yeah, me and Mesquite, we are not seeing eye to eye. So that's another banger going to be coming out. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one. Um, we might have done some stuff that we probably shouldn't have, but you guys will see what we're talking about. Who else do we got? Stiggs, appreciate you being here again, man. Todd Watson, what's up, brother? Hope everybody's having a great and hope everybody's doing great and hope everybody's having a wonderful Thanksgiving. Don't know what's going on down here, but I am so busy. It's not even, that's really good, man. Hey, take it when you can. Ride that wave, whatever. If it's a wave, if it's a freaking tsunami, whatever. Take it and go with it. So if it's busy, keep on rolling, brother. I keep those wheels rolling. I'm jealous. Good, happy for you though, man. Kate Covington, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving to all. Does anybody do recent revenue with 10-yard rentals? Thinking about adding a couple. I don't do 10-yard dumpsters, but I know that Daniel the dumpster helper does. I'm not sure if anybody else does them around that's in here, but if you do, let us know. How are you doing? Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. I do too, man. Normally we have family that comes in from Wisconsin, but Alexis, my oldest, is graduating college this semester. Actually, she'll be glad to that I know that her last day is actually next week, and she'll be graduating. She'll be done with college, 4-year degree, done at the age of 20. Um, she killed it, and proud of her, but she will be graduating. She has a graduation party December 12th, I believe it is. So we've got family and friends coming down for her graduation and then staying for Christmas this year. Normally, our family comes down from Wisconsin and we celebrate Thanksgiving, and then does their own Christmas. But this year's a little bit different because of her graduation and her party. So we're gonna have a big graduation party on the 12th, and it's gonna be fun. We rented a nice hall, lots of friends, lots of family, and I'm looking forward to that. So Thanksgiving is just gonna be us and so us five, right? So I've got 3 kids, my wife and I, and the old folks. So basically, my wife's mom and her stepdad, and then my mom and dad, and that's it. It's gonna be a pretty quiet day. We'll probably have dinner by like 3:30, I would imagine. Maybe 4 will be done. And then everybody will probably leave by 5 because that's kind of how they do. And then we're thinking probably going to watch a movie or something. Watching I've been wanting to go see the Gladiator movie, so we'll see if we go see that one tomorrow. That'll be kind of cool. Normally, when we had a limo company for 15 years, 16 years, we had the company. Uh, it was family tradition that we would all get into one of our limos, and I would either drive, or if we had an extra chauffeur available or driver available, they would drive us and we would go see Christmas lights. That's the official opening of Christmas lights at most places. Like around here, you have got Grand Prairie Lights, which is a park. It's a drive-through park, and you drive through it. Lasts about half hour, 45 minutes if you go slow enough, and then there's a stop halfway in between. And we would always do that Christmas or thanks. We would always do that Thanksgiving night. But since we don't have a limo company anymore, I'm not about to rent one. So we're probably just do some new traditions and actually I take that back. We were gonna go see a movie, then we realized the Packer game is on tomorrow night. So I take that back. We are not gonna go see a movie tomorrow night. I just remembered that. We're gonna watch the Packer game. So pretty yeah, there you go. Jenna just reminded me. The Packer game is on. So we're not gonna watch a movie either. We're not gonna do nothing. We're just gonna sit on our butts and watch TV apparently. But go Pack go. Anyways, Jeff Salon, hope you're gonna have a good Thanksgiving, brother. I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving. Dylan said he's confiscating theirs next. Oh, Dylan, I won't even. I can't even. I don't even want to put your business out there. But Dylan confiscated something that wasn't his this week, and you can go ahead and tell him in the comments if you'd like to. I won't put you out there. I won't blast you like that because you never know who's watching, man. There are eyes. Let me tell you, there are eyes that watch these videos, dude. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm pretty sure that my live normally doesn't get, it was a pretty good live last week. We had really good viewership while it was live, but most lives drop instantly. They're not like normal videos where they last a few days and you get like a, 500, 1,000, 1,500 views or whatever. No. This live actually most lives like drop. You'll have a couple hundred views and that's it. Last week's live when I talked about Mesquite, actually, I think last I saw my phone's up. I can't see it, but I was like 1.5, maybe 1,500 views or something like that. Maybe 2,000. I don't know if I'm lucky, but I think it was like 1.7, 1,700 views, give or take. But that's really good for a live, and I'm fairly confident someone from Mesquite saw that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm fairly confident about that. Delaware Diamond, I like the video on overloading your bins. I had one today, overloaded, but not intentionally. I'm starting to see why people steer away from roofers. I just did a video about it today, dude. So actually, yeah, man. So with a trailer, roofers are not that good. But with a big truck, I love roofers because they clean the crap out of your dumpsters. I mean, if it's shingles, it's going to clean the crap out of it. If you get, for some reason, if you're lucky enough to get like clay roof tiles or something like that, you can use that as like you know, you can dump that on your yard and use that as like almost like rock. So it's pretty good to have. But I love the roofers and they pay. Only thing that sucks is the nails. But other than that, when you get bigger trucks, roofers they're always going to be over. They're always going to be extra weight and tonnage, and they clean the crap out of your dumpsters. That those shingles just kind of like it's like sandpaper on your dumpsters and make it nice and clean. Um, Howdy, howdy, Daniel, the dumpster helper is here. What's going on, man? Appreciate you being here on a Wednesday. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. Jenna did say the Packer game's on. Yep, we are Packer fans in this house. If you guys didn't know, I mean, literally, that's Elijah's favorite player. I believe that's him. Yeah, Christian Watson on that side. In the front, you guys can't see it, but I've got all the greats. Um, I've got Brett Favre, obviously, Aaron Rodgers. Anyways, lots of black and white guys in photos. It's too late to be remembering names right now. Keystone called today. New 30s being delivered on Tuesday. Congratulations, man. Already booking fast. Going to have to order some more once New Year rolls over. So I've got 9 that I just got to give them a check for or write a check to. And I really have been kind of dragging my feet. Sorry, Keystone, if you're watching, but you place an order and you're hot and heavy when you place that order. And then next, they call and say your bill's ready. It's like shit. I mean, things slow down a little bit now. I got 530 sitting in the yard. I don't need another 9 sitting in the yard. So it's kind of like that. I'm glad that Keystone's pretty chill about it. They're not like, "Hey, where's my money? Where's my money?" So they'll get it pretty soon in the next few weeks, probably by the end of the year. But I've got 9 sitting over there we need to pick up. But congrats, man. It's always good to grow. It's just a good feeling. Dylan said I just did some junk removal that at all. Yes, you did. You did some junk removal with a skid steer and you junk removed some stuff that was not yours. Did I say that on live? My bad. He's working out in the gym anyways. He should be fine. CJ's, what's going on from San Antonio? What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here, man. Hunter Harrington, we do 12-yard rentals and we do very well with them. That being said, we only offer 12 and 21. I wouldn't suggest offering a 10-yard if you have say a 15 just because they're so close in size. Yeah, I don't know. Daniel, Daniel just jumped in. Daniel, talk about your 10 yards if you can. I mean, how do you like your 10 yards? I believe. Um, I think they do pretty well. Who's Ash? Am I missing something? Ash. I don't see an Ash here. Sorry I'm late. What's going on, Elite? Been dealing with a Walmart disaster. What Walmart disaster? Are you already Black Friday shopping? So guys, I got pulled over today. That's some bad news. I got pulled over today. And the worst thing is I've gotten pulled over plenty of times in the last few years. I'm trying not to speed. I was going 71 and a 55. It's like this short section on 287 for those of you guys that are local. And it drops from 65 to 55 just so they can get you. And and so it dropped down to 55 miles an hour, and I got caught going 71 miles an hour in 55. And he was not, no, the guy, usually I get along really well with the cops. I can be like, hey, what's going on, man? I'll make him laugh, I'll make a joke, whatever. This guy came, he did not, he was not having it. He just said, got you doing 75, 71 and a 55. Driver's license, please. Didn't ask why, didn't ask what was going on, didn't ask anything. I told him I have a concealed carry, so I showed him that. He's like, "That's all right. Don't need to see it." He's like, "I'd be more concerned if you didn't have a gun for some reason." And then takes my driver's license, and in no more than 3 minutes comes back with a ticket. And yeah, he didn't give me. It said literally said on there he didn't give me a mile off. 71 and a 55. He was all about business. He was not about talking, not about giving me a break. I shit you not, I was probably in and out within like 5 minutes. From the time he pulled me over to the time he let me go. That's the quickest traffic stop I've ever been on. And and yeah, I would imagine he does at least 10 of those an hour. So I hope he chokes a little bit on the wishbone tomorrow or something like that. But he's just doing his job. I was speeding, so it's on me. I'll go to court and hopefully they'll drop it down to a what do you call it? A not a moving violation or something like that. So that sucks because that's going to hurt my CDL a little bit. But oh well. It won't hurt the CDL if I can have it removed as a traffic violation and have it like a non-moving citation. As long as they get their money, they don't care usually. So did get pulled over. What else happened this week? This week, guys, I have inventory for my trailer. The trailer dealer is actually starting to come to fruition. It's starting to come to life. I've got what did I get? One, two, three, four, five. No, four trailers and a mini skid steer that I bought at an auction. Right now, I haven't made any connections or haven't been able to hook up with any manufacturers just yet. So I decided to go a different route and start attending some auctions. Did some online auctions. Did one. I did a couple, but I started bidding on one, and I bought several items on at the one. So this week, Monday and Tuesday, we made the drive 2.5 hours each way, and I've got three flatbed trailers, two of which are longer ones. One's a gooseneck, 26 foot. One is a tilt bed. One is a tilt bed. I'm getting phone calls. Everything okay again? Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. One is a tilt bed, 23 foot. One is a short tilt single axle, and then the fourth one is actually a Max XD, um, a Max XD actually roll off trailer. So, and I'm really, let's be honest, guys. Listen, it's not just because I'm selling it. I've got a 2024 thing is brand spanking new for the most part. That was in the title, in the thumbnail. It's damn near brand new. Not only is there paint still on the rails, it's the majority of the paint is still on the rails. The cable looks brand new. It's synthetic rope actually. Um, Everything looks really, really, really good on this trailer. Like barely used, and the batteries are dead, so the batteries are still within the 1 year. So I actually went today and I got two brand new batteries swapped out for nothing. They warranted them. So this is a 2024, less than a year old because they warranted me a batteries that are only for a year warranty on exchange, and it's got 18 ply tires. Like I don't think I've ever seen 18 ply tires on the trailer, but I'm 99% sure the 18 on there is 18 ply, 8 lug tires. So super impressed. Um, so yeah, we got inventory, and I got a mini skid steer. Again, I don't even know why, but it was a really good deal. So it was gonna go really, really cheap before I bid on it, and I got it for a really good deal, I think. So I think I'll be able to at least double my money on this mini skid steer. So I was playing around with it a little bit yesterday, and yeah, it extends far enough to dump into a 20-yard and 30-yard dumpster. So I was impressed with that little thing. It's got some pretty good little power. So other than that, that's what's been going on with me this week. The offices are getting done. Um, we're turning one into a podcast room. So today I went shopping and I bought a bunch of furniture. I bought some mics. So Dylan and some of the local guys we're talking about coming in and doing like a round table, or we've been talking about it. So I was able to get all kinds of equipment for that so that we can start doing a round table. Just a bunch of dumpster guys kind of getting around, shooting the shit and talking business. So excited for that series as well. What else do we got going on? Yeah, I bought furniture. I even bought plants. You guys can check it out. The little podcast room is gonna be kind of cool. I've got a guy coming in probably on Saturday. I still have to confirm the details, but he's coming in. and he has experience. Talk about the city of Mesquite and the problems I'm having and all that stuff. This guy has actually sued his local city, and this is here in the within an hour, 2 hours of the DFW Metroplex, and he has won versus his city 3 years ago. So he's going to be coming in, giving us some pointers. He's going to come on the podcast, and we're going to talk about this mafioso style um, of government that we've got going on around us when it comes to waste removal and trash. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be a really good podcast. All right, so Cade, I'm debating on my next order of keys from Keystone. I currently run 15s and 25s. Just thinking of adding some more 25s and 20s. Had the thought of adding a few 10s to diversify. Um, yeah, man. I don't know what I don't know. I probably couldn't give you any advice as far as 10s. I don't have any. Um, I would, if somebody calls when they do call and they do want something like a 10, I'll tell them absolutely I got 10s and I'll just send them a 15. Um, Nobody has ever complained about me upgrading them to a 15. And I'll just give them like 20 bucks off or whatever the regular price. So that's just me. 15s, I only have five. It's the least amount uh, of dumpsters that I have of any size. However, um, I that's the only dumpster size that I do 3 days still. So I will do 3 day rentals on the 15s, so I can turn them a lot more. And I use my 15s for concrete. Oh, so Dylan's wife was telling us that was telling me that I'm number one, and where's he at? That's what it was. Appreciate you being here, Ashley. Thank you for coming. Hope you're working out. Jose Jaime says, "What's up, Josh? Have a happy Thanksgiving, man. You too, brother. Thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping in, man. Hope you guys hopefully nobody burns a turkey, and it's well seasoned, and everybody has a really, really good. So another thing we did this week was my wife went to a place called Mr. Puffy. It is actually I saw it on TikTok and I sent it to her, and she went all the way out there and got they sell the only thing they sell is Japanese cheesecake, and let me tell you, this was really really good. Don't mean to talk about food again, but look at me. I mean, I'm a foodie. I like food, but Japanese cheesecake, talk about delicious. It was really good, good enough that I went back there last night after a long day. I forced the wife to go over there again, and it's like an hour and 20 minutes from us. Got stuck in traffic at like 7 p.m. at night, but we went out there, got Mr. Puffy cheesecakes. I got two for David and Daniel, or one for David and Daniel, and I got two for my contractor. So I bought four more cheesecakes for them, and then I brought home a large one for Thanksgiving. So looking forward to having that for tomorrow. Back row says I run 17 and a half, 18 plies on my trailer. Great, dude. Yeah, they're seriously heavy duty. I was actually thinking about taking them off the Max XD Max D and putting them on my Cam Concepts because they're and it came with the full size spare with an 18 ply, and I don't even know around here where I could find 18 ply tires. But I'm sure if I start looking, I would imagine they're like $300 a pop. Guys, let me know what you guys are around what those 18 plies are running for, if you know. Elite was late Thanksgiving shopping. Yeah, my wife went to HEB, and if you're from around here, HEB is not the kind of place to go to. The day before, 2 days before Thanksgiving. I can't imagine how it is the night before Thanksgiving. Man, and so there are specials. I want to grab two TVs for the shop, one for the conference room and one for the guys. And yeah, there's like 43 inches for like $94 or $95. 55-inch TVs now are like I think it was 100 was it 174 or 274 something like that. Under $300 for 55-inch. Um, Yeah, we're gonna pick up a couple TVs for Black Friday. Showed my wife your equipment pic. No, thanks for. I mean, I didn't realize I sent you a picture of my equipment, Dylan. But hey, um, I'm glad we got that kind of relationship, brother. But and then you show your wife, like it was meant for your eyes only. But hey, and she said must be nice, which it is. No, I don't know what equipment pic you're talking about, but the whole "must be nice" comment, that gets to me. But no, obviously, I know you say that with love and endearment, and it is nice. Damn it, it's very nice. My equipment is very nice. Thank you, Mrs. Dunn and Dylan. Jose says I'm having the same issue with the city of Pembroke Pines, Florida. Um, Stay tuned. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping a banger in the next day or two. Um, I've got we're gonna be citing case law. Um, I have talked to attorneys. Um, I haven't gotten really far with attorneys, but far enough to where I talked to an attorney who was and represent. I talked to an attorney who represented somebody in another case that actually won as well. They can't um, represent me or us if there isn't us because of their interference or because of conflict of interest with their other client. But they are working with us to help us out. So we'll see how far it goes. Yo, 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 E Money, what's up, man? My boy Elijah jumping on the live stream. What's up, bro? Can I get a Cade says currently having 14 dumpsters trying to hit that 20 mark and get geared up for 2025. Just want to get that order right. Man, do it, man. Do it. Look at your numbers, man. Look at your numbers and see what works for you, what's really selling, and just keep pushing it. I mean, 20 is a good number. 20 is definitely that number where it's like now you're going to start seeing some real money. That's the way I felt like 20, 25. And then all of a sudden I can't handle more than 20 to 25 per truck. I think our coverage area is far enough. And the wait times at the landfill sometimes, I think 20 to 25 dumpsters per truck for me is going to be our limit. Can we have more? Absolutely. But we can pretty much stay full time with about 20 to 25 dumpsters per truck. They are around $300, but worth it in my opinion. Handle the weight and resist punctures much better. Yeah, I can imagine. 18 ply. Yeah, I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't even know they made them like that. And Max D. I always call him Max XD, but Max D put 18 ply. So this trailer, this Max D trailer that I had that I bought at auction for sale, by the way, if anybody wants to buy one. Uh, 2024. It's got the 18 ply tires. It's got 5 of them. It's got the spare tire that's 18 ply. It's got the synthetic rope. It's got what do you call it? It's got solar panel, battery charger or tender. I'm not exactly sure which one, but it's got a solar panel on it. It's got the tough wireless remote control that controls everything. It's got the hydraulic jacks. I mean, it's loaded for being. I mean, again, I keep saying for being a Max D, but it's Max D. This is a beefy ass trailer. It's got the 8K axles, so it's 16K GVWR. Uh, I I am not a Max D fan. I am not a non-standard rail fan, although I'm not against it either. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I am very impressed. This is the first one I've seen that's this upgraded, and honestly, the only thing I really have to compare it to is obviously like my old Lone Star trailer, which was like probably as thin as this piece of paper right here, right? I mean, let's be honest. My Lone Star was. Everybody knows I'm not a fan of Lone Star trailers, but the Max Z, bro. It's beefy. I'm impressed. It's completely different than my Lone Star trailer. Um, so not a fanboy by any means, but it'll definitely get the job done, and I think it'll get the job done a lot better than most trailers out there that are non-standard rail. Probably the best non-standard rail I'd be willing to say that I know of. Um, I don't know from what I can see. Um, I still have to, I got the 2 batteries today that are brand new. I got to put them in there and get it to work. So excited for that. See that thing actually work. The podcast equipment. Oh, I got you. The podcast equipment. I got you, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I sent Dylan a picture. That's right. Bro, like you said, you saw a picture of my equipment, and I just immediately went another route. But yeah, I bought all kinds of podcast equipment today for the podcast room. So it's mics. We're talking about a mixer. We're talking about freaking all kinds of stuff. And David, if you're watching, you told me I was going to get the hookup, bro. I don't know where the employee discount went to, but I didn't get any employee discount. But it's okay. It's gonna be a cool. We've got some cool setups coming. And Thibodeau, I think you're here. Yeah, I just saw Thibodeau comment. What's up, Thibodeau, man? You're gonna be impressed, bro. I got like, I thought this mic, because Thibodeau always gives me crap about my mic. This is a Shure. I don't even know how you call it. Shure, MV7. The one that I got for this new podcast room that we got going on. They're nice. And the mixer is like this big old mixer with all kinds of little knobs and buttons. I'm not even gonna know what to do with them, but it's pretty cool. So I'm excited for this new setup. And so when the guys come, we have a little round table. Everyone's gonna have their own mic. We're gonna have it, all mixed, and I don't know. It's gonna be kind of cool. I'm excited for that. So that's the equipment picture he was talking about. I believe I missed one here. What's up, Drew? Appreciate you being here, man. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to you. You too, Thibodeau. Back row says Max D is pretty solid for non-standard. Congrats on the pickup. Yeah, and I think I got it for a pretty good deal. I think most guys didn't know what they were getting. I didn't know. They didn't really advertise it because they probably didn't even know what they were getting. But they didn't mention anything about the tough wireless. They didn't mention it about having the upgrades on it. They didn't mention obviously about the synthetic or the obviously 8K axles. Yeah, it's got 16K GVWR, but it's beefy. It's really beefy. Elite says I refuse to go to HEB. That's why Walmart was a poor choice. I'm in Midland until next Wednesday. Oh, I can't have any Midland. You're way out there, man. I'm surprised they even have an HEB out there, man. Damn, Midland is way out there. But yeah. So what else? I can't wait for you guys to draw. I want to talk about that mesquite thing so bad. It really got my blood boiling a little bit. But we're gonna save that for when that video drops. Yeah, I've got some cool things coming up. I'm super excited for the end of this year. I actually watched Brian. So Brian is one of the guys in our local mafia group or local networking group here in DFW, and he's got a channel. He's starting to put out a channel or put out some videos. And if you want to look him up, it's called North Texas Waste Solutions is the name of his company and the name of his channel as well. North Texas Waste Solutions. You'll see a pretty good looking gentleman wearing a big old cowboy hat, and he drives or he operates a Texas Pride, I believe, roll off trailer. And he put out a video the other day, him talking about his business plan for 2025 and how he really took some time to consider and really look into what his plan is for next year. And that is something, to be honest with you guys, that I have lacked all these years in business. Is I've never really, I just go as hard as I possibly can. And I don't really like set goals for myself because I fear and feel, both feel and fear that if I don't meet my goals, then I will just be defeated or just feel like I failed. Versus if I just go at it 100%, I'll know that I did it, as hard as I could or pushed as hard as I could my business for that year, and I'm happy with the results. But I think this year I am going to sit down a little bit and say, okay, what is my direction for this year coming up? What is my direction for 2025? Really put it down on paper, really set some goals for myself. And I'll probably share them with you guys, to be honest with you, a little bit. I'm not trying to steal his idea or steal his thunder. Go check out his video and show him some love. Waste Texas, what is it? North Texas Waste Solutions. Show him some love, and we'll probably talk about this in our roundtable. That's what I said. North Texas Waste Removal, Brian's channel. But he talked about, like I said, he talked about that whole 2025 business plan, and yeah, I think because of his video, I'm gonna be pushing mine a little bit. And kind of putting it on paper. I've been saying for a while that by the end of Q1, so basically when the market really picks up or when business picks up around the springtime, at the beginning of spring, I want to buy a third roll-off truck. That is going to be my goal for Q1, end of Q1 next year. It'll be a tandem. It'll be a bigger truck, and continue to push the 30s and 40s. But after that, that's about the only goal I have right now, other than just keep pushing and keep growing. Just like this year, I just kind of ordered dumpsters. I didn't plan ahead of time. I ordered dumpsters when I felt like I needed them. I ordered dumpsters when I felt like it was time to grow. I ordered dumpsters when I felt like it was time where I had enough, um, business to sustain it. But putting it on paper and trying to plan it ahead of time, up to a whole year ahead of time, is going to be a little bit difficult. I don't know if I'm going to stay away from total revenue, but more at percentage increases per month versus total revenue at the end of the year. But anyways, that's what I was thinking. But show him some love. Go to his channel, give him a like. E Money says, "Are you ready for Thanksgiving?" Heck yeah, man! I am. I am ready to just chill, watch some football. I've got to put the fryer together still. Don't laugh, but every year we've fried probably for the last at least 10 years. We have fried turkeys, and for 10 years now, I buy a new fryer every year because I just don't want to clean the years before. Um, bro, I am that bad. I am that guy. Like that shit is nasty. Um, and especially when you let it sit for a while. Um, so I just chuck it, throw it away, and go get another one. That's pretty shameful. I lose man points for that. But anyways, I got to put the fryer together. Um, clean up the front a little bit, the porch and stuff like that. Do a little bit of work tomorrow. Start watching Macy's Thanksgiving Day. Ah, I forgot to tell you guys, I am in no shape to do this. But a few years ago, we did a 5K on Thanksgiving Day. So my daughter signed us up for another 5K tomorrow. So I'll be doing a 5K at 8 a.m. tomorrow in Midlothian. Um, we'll get it knocked out one way or the other. So I've got that going on too. So we'll do that tomorrow. If I don't make it next Wednesday, you guys will know why. Yo, 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 what is going on? Ryan, man, appreciate you being here. It's been a long day. Appreciate you being here, man. From Florida. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Want to run 10s, 20s, 30s in the future and phase out of the 25s, but working with what I have for now. I like the simplicity of the 10-yard increments, and it covers damn near the whole clientele list. Yeah, so I wish I could get rid of my 25s. I eventually will probably get rid of my 25s. I don't like offering 15s, 20s, 25s, 30s, and 40s. I do want to get rid of the 25s. Um, the only time they really stay busy is when I don't have any 30s available. And the more 30s I buy, the less they actually book. So, and they're technically 37s. I'm sorry, they're technically 27s. So eventually, like I said, I would like to sell my 25s. If anybody's looking, I'd probably sell a couple, but they still make money. Hey, I ordered a grunt style shirt and your contracts, and I haven't received either yet. I didn't know. Um, Drew, let me know. I'll be honest with you. I haven't checked my email in a little while. Looking through right now. Drew, send me. Man, I have to log into that website. I honestly don't get very many. The contract comes in automatically, which is weird. You should have received that automatically. But the shirts I have to mail out. So send me an email, Josh at AmericanAFDumpsters.com, and I'll have to figure out what happened. Um, I'll have to log in and see what the deal is. Uh, but the contract comes in automatically. As soon as you, what the heck? Yeah, as soon as you check out, you should get a link or an email to the contract. I'm trying to log in real quick, but I don't know where my password is. Guys, freaking password this, password that. Now there's like, nope, that's not the password. Now there's like a new, nope, I have to log in from my laptop. Yeah, shoot me an email, Drew, and I'll make sure to look into that tonight for sure. And I appreciate you, man. It's North Texas Waste Removal, Brian's channel. Yep, Brian. Shoot him a like. Make sure you here. I don't know if I can. Can I tag him in the comments? Let's see here at North Texas. Nope, can't tag a channel in the chat. Anyways, guys, any comments, questions, concerns, anything you guys want to talk about before I head out? Today is kind of a slow day. Didn't really have a topic in mind. Next week we're gonna definitely have a topic. But like I said, I'll keep that. I'll keep the the mesquite stuff on the back burner. Check that video out. Um, yeah, I beat the shit out of that trailer the other day. Somebody was talking about that earlier about watching the video where I overloaded the trailer. I think that was Elite. I did overload the trailer. It was only five. It was a little over, a little bit over. It was just a stupid rails that messed it up. But other than that, the trailer was definitely overloaded and it handled it like a champ. So I was stoked for that. Elite says, "Bro, I'm going to gear up to get a hook lift trailer from you in the spring of first of summer." Yeah, man. Um, love it, love it, love it. We're learning as we go, though. To be honest with you, like, you know, learning how to operate those things is pretty quick. It's kind of a quick learning curve, but we're learning that I'm learning how to order these things, how to make sure to ask the right questions. What kind of dumpsters do you have? What kind of locking tabs do you have? What sizes do you have? Because some people say they have 14-foot dumpsters and they're literally measuring from the inside to inside or outside to outside. I don't know what's going on, but some of these manufacturers say they're building them to standard specs or some national specs, but sometimes you have one manufacturer who builds um, a 15-yard one way and another one who builds a 15-yard another way. Then I found out that um, if you have dual hooks, which is the cable pull as well as the hook lift, that should be told to Camp Concepts. I didn't know that either. So it's kind of a learning curve, and we're just learning it and making mistakes. And as we go, we're just fixing it and moving on to the next one. But definitely the plan is so for my 2025 plan or end goal is going to be I'm going to be ordering um, 5 to 6 hook lift trailers and having them in stock here in Texas, ready to go. The only thing that will be changing is I will have the locking tabs. I will have either inner rail locking tabs that somebody can order and we can weld on, or I will have the outer locking tabs that we can also order or we can also have on stock and weld on, depending on a customer setup. But the rails themselves will be standard. The trailers will have the roll out or the tarping systems, and I'll probably go all out and get the hydraulic jack just because once you have it, it's worth it every single penny. So having that kind of stuff in stock on hand, there's a ton of people that want them and then they don't want to wait, up to 10 to 12 weeks, right? Um, so they go a different option. So the goal is going to be to start having some of those on hand as well. So definitely just looking forward to that, man. But yeah, hopefully by then I'll have some here in stock, man. You can just grab one, same price and everything. There's not going to be any upcharge. Just something I'll have here in stock. Thing I like about my 25s, also 27s, is they are the biggest dumpster I can fit in some of these small neighborhood driveways. Mine are 15s by 8s by 6 3/4 tall. My price spread between 20 and 30 makes it a good in between option. Yeah, I mean, for sure, they're short. 16 foot, 15 foot. That's interesting. Mine are, I have 16-foot 25s. Um, yeah, it does make sense for sure. I mean, I still don't want to do alleys, not even in the short truck. Um, I just don't like doing alleys anymore. It's too much of a headache. Um, I know somebody here local, and I know somebody here local who just hit a gas line just the other day. Those gas lines are ridiculously too close to the alleys. They'll put the entire gas meter. Ugh, I can't even speak. They'll put the gas meter inches from the alley, and right on the corner of the alley in the driveway. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I just hate delivering in alleys, so don't even do that anymore for the most part. I'd love to be on the podcast. Any reason to get to warmer weather? Absolutely, man. Super cool. We already got a damn. Absolutely, I'd love to have you, man. Come on down. I don't know exactly how it's going to be or how we're going to schedule it or what days right now, but it'll probably be once a week where we can all just kind of get together in a round table and just shoot the shit. Maybe we'll have. I don't know. Dylan's going to be one of the members, but maybe we'll have like 3 or 4 regular guys and then 2 or 3 invitees or whatever you call it, guests on the show. And again, nothing too serious. We're not going to sit there and talk, what are your revenues or how many, if you want to share it, you can share it, but just giving advice. How, not even giving advice, telling our story. I just can't stand watching somebody on a podcast who's kind of preaching to you on what you should do versus just kind of like, hey, this is what I did, and there's a difference. This is what I did. This is what worked for me. This is what didn't work for me. This is what might work for you, and it might not. It just really depends. Um, but the whole like preaching to somebody is just not my style. I don't know. Let's see here. Go through a couple more comments, and then I've got a fryer to put together. What's up, man? Rieger from Greenville, Texas, man. Appreciate you being here, brother. 25s have got me in the 30-yard market, so there's that. They definitely have their place. I would prefer it. So, Kate, but when you get real 30s, like actual 30s, I didn't mean real like it's not real. I'm just saying like there's still people that say like you tell them it's a 25, technically a 27, which is what I say when I'm trying to sell it to them, and they want a 30. But there's just some people who are like they just want that 30, right? Oh, okay, well, we'll call somebody else. I got you. Um, the it's just it's a different it's a different clientele. It's almost like, and I've mentioned this before, but to me, it's almost like running two different companies. I have the smaller dumpsters, which is more residential, probably 80% residential, 20% commercial. And then I've got the bigger truck with the bigger cans. That's like 80% commercial and maybe 20% residential, right? It's literally like two different companies because you can't use this truck to haul these dumpsters. And some of these in this truck, the big truck, you can't use to haul the small dumpsters, some of them. It's kind of a pain in the ass logistically, but it works, and I probably wouldn't do it any other way. The only other way I would do it, to be honest with you, if I did, is to only go big, right, and just be done with the residential. But there are those times that residential is busy, the homeowner cleanouts, garage cleanouts, all that stuff is busy, and commercial is down, right? It's slow. And then there are times when commercial is busy, it's keeping the bills paid, keeping the lights on, but residential is slow. So they kind of complement each other, for me at least, and it just works. And I'll just kind of keep growing each one as I see fit. So the thing is, again, if I get that second tandem truck or the second big truck for the 30s and 40s, now I'll have two trucks for the big dumpsters. One could be technically a backup, or could hopefully back up the other one if it goes down for a little bit. And then I'll have two options for the small one, right? So right now I still have the Mack truck and I have the roll off trailer, the Cam Concept trailer, the hook lift trailer. So I do have two backups over here. So if it gets to the point when the residential gets really busy, hopefully in the springtime, I'll start seeing my residential small cans get really busy. Then I'll put a part timer in that pickup truck and trailer and haul some cans. So I don't know. But yeah, I I tried getting rid of my 25s last winter, but then all my 30s went out, and next thing you know, all my 25s went out because I literally had to sell customers on 25s, technically 27s, um, when I didn't have any 30s, and they sold out and they made money. So it's still a backup plan, and it's still an asset, and they still make me money. So um, I'm in no hurry to sell them. But if I did sell them, I wouldn't miss them, and I would just buy some more 30s or more 20s. Hopefully that makes sense for me. Oh, I just prefer the 22-foot length. Yeah, absolutely, because they're lower. Absolutely, yeah. And I lost people due to them wanting full size 30s or ask for 40s. Yeah, 40s, man. But I wanted 40s. I like the idea of having 40s. I like having some 40s, but I also get stressed out because these people do load these 40s wrong, and they load them bad, and they're extremely top heavy, and I don't know if I am gonna get any more 40s. I'm not how do you say? I'm no I'm not trying to say what I wanna say, but I'm not faint of heart, right? Like, I'll drive anything. I have no fear of driving things, but when I get behind the wheel of a 40 that's really top heavy, that really makes me white knuckle it. It just makes me nervous. I don't like the feeling of how rocky, how unsteady that truck feels with a really heavy 40 yard. The 30 sits low to the ground. I don't care how heavy it is. I don't feel that uneasiness that I do with a 40 that's like super either unevenly loaded or just way too overloaded. So I'm good with sticking to 30s from moving forward, and just and be really selective with who rents my 40-yard dumpsters. Same K. That's why I'm getting actual 30s. All right. We are done. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Make sure that you guys, hopefully, not make sure. Hope you guys have an awesome Thanksgiving tomorrow. Eat a lot of turkey, have a lot of fun, spend time with the family because that's all that really matters. Your time is short. Our time is short here. Spend it with those who you love. So um, make sure they know you love them. We'll see you guys on the next one.